All right, so we are back here. Server's back up. Truculent refunded the items that apparently were for some reason destroyed, so thank you very much for that, Truculent. I have also made one of the new items, and I'm on my way out here now to the refunded quarry. I do not have it running. What we did is we went ahead and reset it up, so it's set up just like it was before. You can kind of see how the quarry has, clears out a giant chunk here. But what we're going to do, we're going to try something a little different. And just because this looks like fun, is I built something called a tesseract. So this is a tesseract. This is an energy tesseract. Now, supposedly the way this works is this is going to transmit power from my base to here. It is transmitting MJs. I've got it set up on a frequency around 250, and I'll give you a real quick show on how this thing works. Now, first of all, how is it made? The tesseract, energy tesseract, is made very simply. There are basically, before I get into it, there are three of them. There's energy, liquid, and item. Not real worried about the item tesseract. Got the ender chest for that. Not worried about the liquid tesseract because I'm not really transmitting fluids any over a great distance. That may change, but for right now, the one over it, energy. I need MJs to this quarry. This quarry sucks up around 100 per tick to run at peak efficiency. I can't really produce that here and keep it on a steady basis, and that's a bit of a hike to get out here, to be honest with you. I just really don't. I'm lazy as hell. Don't really doing it. So anyway, so what I did is I went ahead and I made this tesseract. Now, first of all, you got to make is an unattuned tesseract. And the way you make an unattuned tesseract is you make a tesseract frame. You do that with hardened glass, tin, and a diamond. And that gives you your unattuned, or your frame. Your frame then goes into a liquid transposer that is full of molten ender. This is where the fun part gets in. You get the molten ender by magma crucibling ender pearls. So unless you've got an ender farm around like we do, which we've been really great, Truculent has made an ender farm and has been gracious enough to let us have some ender pearls to do this with. This is going to be a royal pain in the ass. Luckily, it only takes about 3 ender pearls to fill up one of these, and you need 2, 1 to receive, 1 to send. So not too bad there. So 6 ender pearls. If you can find the enderman around, not too hard. But if you can't, then it is. So anyway, so you do that, and then that gives you your unattuned. Your unattuned tesseract can then make one of 3 tesseracts. Like I said, this one you can do an item, which is silver, tin, and a pneumatic servo. You can do liquid, which is also a pneumatic servo, but with copper on the top, or you can do the energy, which is electrum, silver, and lead with a redstone conduction coil. And that's the one I did. So I've done that, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to hook this in with some of this stuff down the bottom here. Because what we want to do is we're kind of worried that this stuff might not be in the same chunk. So we're going to try and keep everything as close together as possible, barring the odd that it might explode. So we're going to do that. So we're going to keep this here. And then kind of get over here, put one down here, and we're going to actually build this out this way. Because this is actually where the chunk is, from what we have heard. Right. So now we are losing some energy. The tesseract, I think, has 20% loss, and the pipe has another 5. But there is a difference here, and the difference for that is I am making literally so much MJs right now, it's ridiculous, and I need something to suck it up. So whether or not it is peak efficiency, I really don't care. There are some people like, oh my god, you can't do this, whatever. So this is what I'm doing because I'm making shit and I got to use it. Because last thing I want is for those stupid machines to explode. So we're going to put that down here. Now, we've got this set up. We're going to do input. It's going to be, I got this for MJ as the device. Is my nickname for it. I'm running on frequency 250. So we're going to set that, and we're going to put that, and then we're going to set this to receive only. And we're going to see if this will work. Now, it doesn't look like it is. We'll set it to send receive. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not doing it. That should do it. Or not. We'll set this just to receive. No, it still doesn't like it. Well, I gotta say that is massively disappointing. Again, this is something new that's in the latest update, so we're not too familiar with it. We did do something else new though. I did make some advanced circuit boards, and basically what I've done here is I have reduced intake by 1, output by 2, and increased intake by 7. So a little bit more power is going to take from the machines, but they're going to be a little bit more efficient, or excuse me, a little bit more powerful. Hopefully they won't explode. I'm kind of hoping not. So we'll see. I'm a little upset by this. It's not working, but I'll play around with this a little bit later and see if I can figure it out. And once I get it figured out, I'll bring it back. So for right now, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna take it up. So look at that. And what we will do is we will turn on our generators, or excuse me, the engines run by the generators. So we're gonna click these on. These should, yeah, there goes the quarry. A little bit faster than it does. This thing works a lot better with redstone energy cells. Needless to say, like I said, they suck up about 100. They can put out 100 per tick. This thing can take it in, and this thing will fly with that. So, but the problem is I got to keep bringing the damn thing back. So we are going to kind of just ignore them for right now, and we're going to just keep doing this the way we're doing, which is with the charcoal fed into an ender chest, feeding it to the generators. It's slow, but it works, and it's kind of slow and steady wins the race. So we're gonna go with the flow, take it as it comes, and that's pretty much it. The one thing I do think I'm going to do a little different here is I think I'm going to take these picks and I'm going to use them up downstairs, and I'm going to get some cobblestone. I'm going to put a roof over this just in case anything decides to drop on it or anything like that. So anyway, so I'm going to log off right now, and I'm going to try and figure out what is going on with the tesseract energy transfer. And when I figure it out, we'll bring it back. All right. Okay, so it took a few minutes. Went back to my base. Clicked on the other tesseract, and apparently it looks like it may have not have been transmitting. So set it up to transmit. Set the frequency to 250. Tested it with a fermenter on the ground. Just put the fermenter, put the other tesseract next to it, put up one piece of fertilizer, one tree, and added water. It made biofuel. So I went ahead, being I figured it was coming out. I came out here. I put the tesseract on the redstone energy conduit, set it also up to the 250, and voila, it is now mining. So this should now transmit the energy from my base that my 7 industrial steam engines are producing to this at a 20% loss. As Dracula just typed into chat, yes, but it's 20% loss of energy that I'm not using anyway, so is it really a loss? I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep it, and it looks like it's going to work pretty good. And that should speed this process up a little bit. So we're going to build this roof out a little bit more. I don't want this thing to get struck by lightning out here. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to head back to the base. And as the resources come in, that's kind of what I'm waiting on right now. I'm actually really low on a lot of stuff. I'm almost out of iron and quite a few other things. So I need to wait for them to come in, and then we will start building. Our next project is going to be the implosion compressor, if I'm saying the name right. And I just got shot. What shot me? Oh, you shot me. Oh, come back here. Oh, you poor guy. You went back down the hill. Oh, well. Bye-bye. See you later. I don't have time for you right now. So anyway, so that's where we're going to be at with that. I will plan on recording that segment when I create that piece, because what I'm going to use that for is to try and manufacture some iridium with some of these machines so that I can make some of the nicer things in life. And that's kind of where we're at. So we'll be there for a little while, and I'll see you guys in the next recording. Have fun and take care. Like and subscribe if you like the videos. See you around.